Am I audible? All right. I did not expect to be selected first to present the weekly wins, my personal wins. But for this week, any special thing I did was I was able to watch one of the new movies. I think you guys know it by now. You see me too, I guess. That's a magic movie. So I had the privilege to see it on on the big screens at some point, and now I was able to I was able to see the latest one. Uh, so I think that was one win. Um, Apart from that, yeah, I finished one of the books I started. I think I mentioned that I was reading The Naked Sun, a book by uh, Sidney Sheldon a while ago, so I was able to finish that. That's also another win I had. Apart from that, I think my week was pretty busy. I did not have any special wins. I was busy with classes and also defenses, so I was doing those. I guess that's pretty much about my week. I hope that gives you enough dive into my life, at least. So can I nominate one person? So since it's been a while since I heard from you, I think maybe let me nominate Muskan. Okay. Uh, Maybe let me nominate Nahomza.
Okay, thank you, Abid. Can you guys hear me? All right. Okay, so I guess my win for this week was I managed to participate in church service. Uh, yeah, I guess that's the biggest win of this week. Other than that, week was hectic. We were conducting tons of interviews, but yeah, we're making good progress there. So I guess that's also a win for me. Yeah, let me nominate Karosan. All right, no worries. Okay, how about the sun?
Okay, Nahum, thanks for nominating me. So for this week, I would say my week would go with G7 interviews. So I had the opportunity to interview some of like interesting candidates. Their experience was really nice. So there was a lot of things I learned from them. So their history and the way some of the students were very incredible. So I would take that as a win because since I have the opportunity to learn from my interviewee, I would consider that as a win, I guess. Let me nominate maybe Yosef. He didn't keep his wins.
So, hello everyone. So in this week, I didn't till now I didn't have a personal win, but I think I'm about to have one during the weekend. So I'm planning to go to hiking So I'm planning to go to hiking to a place called uh, Suba, Suba Forest, if you guys know that. So it's a place close to Addis Ababa, but it's kind of so it's been a while since I went to such kind of trips, and I'm really looking forward to enjoy that and enjoy the nature and everything. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm a nominate um, uh, Desale.
Sunny has shared his personal. Should I help you with nominates? Is it?
Yeah. So should I nominate someone else?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, let me. Okay. How about Ashanafi?
Yeah. Question.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. For this week, I don't have any personal wins. Sorry, guys. Maybe I will nominate Asha.
Asher. Asher, can you share us your personal news? Oh, I think he has one. So Asher, can you nominate another person?
Okay, Dr. Andre.
Okay, thank you. My weekly wins are that I was able to spend some time with family and prepare for the holidays for Christmas. Also, to I was able to help my church plan for a service as far as music is concerned. And again, since it's the holiday season, it's very busy. And I'm also preparing for friends to come into town from out of town. So it's just a very festive time of year, and also decorating my house. All right, I will. Nominates. Let's see, is Baruch? Have you gone?
Good.
Brooke. Maybe another person. Dr. Andre.
Maybe someone else. Okay. Abel. Abel.
Okay, Abel has shared his personal news. So maybe another person again.
Ebenezer.
Oh, amazing. Can you share us your personal?
Yeah, sure. So my personal win for this week is going to be I played Monopoly for the first time, and I played it with my friends, and some of them were very experienced. But finally, the game was 5 hours long for us. So if you know the game, there is a lot of trading and property owning. So yeah, but finally I was able to win the game. Yeah, I think that would be a win. Yes, I think that would be all for me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Abel, for sharing us your personal news and everyone else who shared us their personal news. Thank you. We can move to the next part of our weekly meeting. So next we have organizational updates, but Henry is not here yet, so we can move to the next part of the updates, and then we're going to continue. So fundraising updates, and it will be presented by Dr. Andre. So we can continue, Dr. Andre.
Okay, yes. So our fundraising updates are we have an end of the year campaign. This started shortly before Giving Tuesday, but this end of the year campaign is still taking place. It will be going through the end of December. through the end of the year. So if you know anyone who would still like to contribute, or if you can share this on your LinkedIn page, or if you can share this on your social media, we would appreciate it, because the fundraising page is still up, and we've only raised a little bit of money so far. So we hope to increase that in the last few weeks of the year. The next fundraising update is grants. We have written approximately 5 grants. I have already identified the next grant. The organization that gives the grant will award a total of $2 million to the winners. So I will write that grant by sometime next week. Next is a Google mini gala. This will be for alumni who are with Google. We have just started to talk about this plan. The plan is to meet, hopefully, in London, and invite anyone who is alumni of A2SV who's currently working for Google. More importantly, for them to also invite anyone within their network, any of their friends or colleagues, and charge an admission price to get in. We'll sell tickets, we'll have food, we'll have things like that. But it is a fundraising event, and it's also a time of just to get together and fellowship. So this will be our first gala of this sort, and we hope for it to be a success. Next, I will be doing board member syncs and one-on-ones with all of the board members. So I've reached out to them, and I'm hoping that sometime by early January, I will have met with all of them. Board member input is very important, and their contribution is very important, not just from a money standpoint, but also from being able to share us and talk about us in their network as well. So I think as a fundraiser, if I can meet with board members, I can give them a little bit direction of the kind of help that we might need moving forward. So, and then last will be in the year 2026, in the new year, I hope to reach a lot more corporations and high net worth individuals here in the US. This could be business owners, CEOs, people who are successful entrepreneurs, whoever it might be, who can really help us out as far as fundraising and donations. So I will begin a really strong campaign toward these corporations, these business owners and CEOs, and see if we can bring them on board and share our message, share our story, and share our journey with them, since they probably don't know about it as of now. And that is all for fundraising.
Thank you, Dr. Andre, for the updates on fundraising. Next, we have human resource updates, and it will be presented by
For this week, finalize so the next one is, I'd like to say, starting from November 10, start reviewing there's coming us.
Can you hear us? Are we audible?
Where's the
Can you check it? So sorry. What about now? You can't hear us. Okay.
Hello everyone again. So this week the plan was to finalize or conduct social media final interview. Didn't happen because of the schedule. We have a lot of things to do. So we protest to finalize those things. hopefully next week we're gonna conduct the interview and finalize it. And the next one is me and Dave almost finalize the daily plan for monthly pay updates. We managed to do that. The next one is we finally onboard in person onboard core dev hires, new hires. For next week, we signed up the contract for new hires, but some things had to be updated, so we're gonna send them again. And I think we might managed to finalize and updates as well as send the employee contract, but there is some error from our side, so we need to update it. Next week by Friday, hopefully we're gonna finalize it and send it to everyone. And the other plan is to finalize social media interview Monday, Tuesday. To the most on Wednesday, we're gonna finalize it, and we're gonna have a new team for social media. And Nardus is not gonna be anymore one man team. So can you what's the next slide? So the new hires, we have two new hires. The first one is Mohammed Yasir. He joined us last week. He's a Skeleton mobile developer as well as team lead. If you have anything to add or anything to say.
Hello everyone, in person and remote as well. Oh, yeah. Hi. How are you guys? I thought you were there for some reason. Okay, so my name is Muhammad Yasser. I just joined A2SV on Monday, so it's been a full work week now. Somehow time went by really fast, but I'm very glad to be here. It's really inspiring seeing this amount of young people who are actually working on products that serve the community and serve people. And so far, really amazing journey, and I'm very excited to see what goes on in the future. Hopefully, I can make my contribution, and we can flourish together. Hopefully, thank you guys.
I think for promoting you have to update your photo, Slack photo. This is an old one. Yeah. So. Can you go to the next one? We have another new team for Escalates. At first, he was supposed to be A2SV portal. For now, he's gonna be part of Escalates mobile as well as backend team. Adolf.
Hi team, my name is Ngogadolf. I joined A2SV as a backend and a mobile developer. Me too, I am excited to be here and I'm looking forward to grow as a developer in general. I am excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And if you have any question or any comments, please it's not.
Okay. If there are no questions, thank you, Dave, for the updates on human resource. Next, we have finance updates, and Benice will be presenting it.
Hi everyone, my name is Benice Shimye. I'm going to present finance team. So first of all, I'm going to talk about our weekly wins and our next week plan. So for our weekly wins, we already done our grand operation daily expense report to A2SV, and we already paid grand operation people, and we also did the weekly progression for A2SV, and we already done our monthly projection for A2SV, and also we've done the payroll structure for A2SV. For our next week plan, weekly plan, it's we are planning to pay everyone's salary, including run operation people, and we also plan to do daily report as usual. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Benice, for the updates on finance. Next, we have marketing updates, and Miriam will be presenting it.
Okay, Miriam, please come here. Hello, my name is Mariam, and I'll be giving the marketing updates. So I'll start with the wins and then the plans. So starting with A2SV, we've successfully been able to publish the Monday motivation, and we've also been able to publish the University of Rwanda info session and also the AUCA kickoff pictures. Coming up, we are going to post the AUCA kickoff videos and AUCA status report. Next, with adults, we've been able to publish the newsletter on maternal health and AI. Coming up is to post the new language integration. Next, with Dime, we've been able to post the coming soon promotion video. And with AfroChat, we've been able to publish the Rwanda in persona promotion post. And with SkillBridge, we've been able to post the contest promotion post. We are yet to post the new hire. And next with Akil, we've been able to post the job opportunity, and we are yet to publish the testimonial video from the people who got jobs from Akil and those who tested it. Next with Rate It, we are yet to post a promotional coming soon video. So with our plans, as usual, we'll be posting the A2SV Monday motivation and also the University of Rwanda info session this coming week, and also the office trending video. Most probably is going to be posted on TikTok. And next, a live in A2SV video for the grand opening. We'll do that tomorrow and maybe the rest over the weekend. And also the teachers visit video. So today we had some visitors from Uganda, private school teachers, and we were able to take some videos. So we'll be publishing them tomorrow. Next with Akil, we'll be posting the video probably on Monday. I've been able to shoot like 2 or 3 people so far, and I'll be publishing the video on Monday. With adults, we are yet to publish the quiz and follow-up educational post. And with Dime, we are yet to publish the platform promotion features focused post. Coming up with AfroChat, we are yet to post the promotional post about AfroChat features. And with Rate It, we are to publish the platform promotion. And with SkillBridge, we'll be publishing the Uganda teachers visit, as I said earlier. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miriam, for this amazing presentation on marketing updates. Next, we have Ethiopian education updates, and it will be presented by Abi.
Okay, hey guys. I think you all know me now by now. I'm Abel. I'm head of education at A2SV. I'm head of education in the G16% education squad, and also now moving on to the G6 secondary education squad as well. So I will be giving you the updates for this week. What we have done this week. Our education squad had their hands full on 2 main things, both the GCS education and both G7 education. So the first action item here that is marked green is concerning the G6 education we are having. So it's about internal interview contests. These contests are basically like qualification contests that we give to our students so that they can sit for the internal interviews, which is going to be their final bar when they finish their first year education at A2SV. So we conducted the second round, and we have some eligible students who are going to be sitting for the interviews later on the upcoming weekend. We have around 30 people, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that should be regarding this one. The next one is yeah, first round of G7 intake interview. Yeah, this is marked completed because last week it was partially done because we are conducting the interviews from Monday up to Saturday. So I think on Saturday it was completed. So we were able to conclude that one. And at the same time, we have also initiated the second round of interviews. These interviews have been conducted throughout this current week, and so far they are partially completed because we still have 2 days left. Today there is one more interview slot upcoming, and so tomorrow full day. So when we are done with that, I think we are going to be finalizing this task. And yeah, we also will. We are also going to start second round of uh, the G7 tech interviews. Yeah, this is already done. There are a couple who we haven't scheduled the interviews here with yet. They are going to be scheduled like in the upcoming week. These people are like applicants who we are reconsidering as well, because we previously had them in our rejection groups, but once we were going over their applications, they stood out, and we are thinking of giving them some interviews, at least for some of them. Last but not least, we have also started the head of education intern screenings. So we had an open position posted previously on Akil. This is regarding the head of education intern people we are looking for. We have some qualified applicants who have been applying, and I think the application closes today, December 12th. And I mean, we did not wait until it closes. We are currently reviewing some of the possible candidates we have. So that's what we have been doing throughout the week. Just to give you some perspective regarding the G7 education, the applicants, at least the interview stages. So we had around 260 or 50 applicants. So among those, we were able to interview 150 of them in the first round, and from the 150, we were able to actually conduct the interviews for 130 of them, so around 80% completion. There are some people who canceled out, who just retracted their application. So considering those, I think that's a good number. And for the remaining round, for the around 75 to 80 people, we are currently conducting them. Last time I checked, it was around 70% completion. But yeah, I think we'll be finalizing that by the end of this week. So when we look at the plans, yeah, start the final round of G7 intake interviews. This is the one for the people who had their interviews rescheduled, and also for the applicants we are reconsidering their application. Uh, Additionally, we plan to finalize the lecture seasonal planning. This concerns G7 education. So we usually start the seasonal planning early on. So we plan to finalize that in the upcoming week. And additionally, we plan to start head of education intern interviews because of the amount of heads we have currently. We will be needing a lot of helps from our new interns. So uh, we will want to onboard them as soon as possible. So in the upcoming week, we at least will plan to have the head of education intern interviews started as soon as possible. And soon after, we'll be giving them onboarding sessions and things like that. I hope this gives you enough picture on what's going on. If there are any questions, I can address. Otherwise, I think I'm done with my updates. All right. I think this part is for now.
Sorry. Should I do it again? Okay. Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, Abel, for the updates on Ethiopian education. Next, we have remote education updates, and it will be presented by now.
All right, thank you, Nardos. Yeah, so I'll be presenting updates for both G6 remote education and G7 updates as well. And then also finally for the BADAR project, which is our G5 second year project. So when we get started with G6 education updates, the first major update is this week is the final week for our project phase learning track activities. The majority of the students have completed their tasks and the attached resources. Yeah, so this week, in addition to that, we were preparing for the starter project that is going to be commencing next week. And the in-person education have been providing a very needed support here. So we want to give thanks to them as well. So yeah, I'm going to come to the plans. I'm going to come to this point on the plans as well. So another update is the technical contest grading. So we ran 3 contests throughout last week, and then the result for these contests were graded. And this were top applicants who shined during the contest were the ones who were picked for G7 interviews week 3. So in this interview, we have scheduled or we prepared interviews for 135 candidates. It's a major interview effort, and we also want to thank the core dev teams that were helping us with the interviews for week 3 interviews, also week 2 interviews as well. Over 50% of the interviews have been conducted or confirmed, and we still have 3 days left on the interview. So we have interviews for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and some rescheduled interviews for the start of next week as well. So with those days, we are confident that we'll be able to complete the interviews. So another update is ahead recruitment interview planning. It has started. So we'll be starting our head recruitment interviews next week. So problem selection, screening of the interviewees, those processes have started this week. Another update is our merger contest, which was held last week, Saturday, and remote education students performed well. They dominated the top 5 positions, and they also managed to take the first position as well. So those are updates, wins, and tasks that are currently in progress from G6. When we come to BADAR project updates, we'll go through them based on the different tracks that are in the project. So for web, they have finished updating the Figma designs for the different pages, and they have finished integrating the backend for the product page. And then when we come to backend, they have started phone verification on Telegram. So for that, they have started building the Telegram bot that is needed for that task. And then they have, on parallel, they have added more user-related tests. Mobile, they have finished updating of the Figma design for all of their pages. So UI UX tracks, so this is all the members of the different tracks are part of this, and they're still going over some tasks that will help them improve on UI UX related tasks, basically. And then they have also begun working on logo redesign for the BADAR project. So they are updating the logo. So this is something that is in progress as well. So these are the updates for G6 and BADAR. So when we go to the plans on G6 side, we're going to start or begin work on the starter project. So on Monday, we'll officially kick off the starter project phase of our project phase, essentially. And then we're going to be finalizing G7 intake interviews, hopefully by early next week. And then start basically finalizing the interview process and sending out emails as well. And then next week, we plan to start head recruitment interviews, and then have them onboarded and get them active as well. And then we'll also be conducting our weekly contest as always. So that is what we have as planned. So when we go to the BADAR project, the web team will be implementing the redesigned or the updated pages, and they'll be starting with the sign up and the login pages. So they'll basically execute the Figma updates. And then the backend, they will be finalizing the phone verification bot, and then they will be adding more tests for the different features in the project. Mobile will be implementing the onboarding and sign up and login pages. They have also had the Figma design updates, so now this is just implementing those updates that we talked about earlier on. And the UI UX track, as a track, basically they'll be finalizing the logo design that they have started this week. So those are our updates and plans for both G6, G7, and G5 secondary education. If there are any questions, please feel free.
Okay. Thank you now for the updates on remote education. If there are no questions, let's move to the next one, which is Rwanda education updates, and it will be presented by Mikias.
Okay. Thank you, Nablus. So I'm going to start with the wins in the plans for G7 education at Rwanda. So the first one, we prepared our education seasonal planning, and we work on the third draft of A2SV headquarter launch presentation slide. Okay, for the third draft, I think we have finished, and then we have reviewed it together. And then for the third draft, of course, there needs to be a review with Emre next week, but we have already finished it. And for the third one, we have finalized the ISA document. This have also been reviewed. It is finished, actually. We're going to add some things to it, but for the first draft, it has been finished. And the other one is the first round of lecture rehearsals and slide review. This have also been done. We have finished preparing the seasonal planning. And for the first phase, the onboarding phase, we have finished the lecture rehearsals and slide review. Also, we have been planning for UR interview. There have been 148 students that have registered so far. And next week, we're planning to, grade their applications and start their interviews. And lastly, we were planning to have a promotion for level 2 and level 3 students for UR, but this couldn't happen. We are planning to have it next week on Wednesday. So these are the wins for G7 education. And for the plans, of course, like I said, since we couldn't make it for the promotion last Wednesday, we're going to have it the coming Wednesday. And also the second round of lecture rehearsals are going to start, and grading the applications of UR students are going to continue. And finally, since we're going to use a sheet to track the performance of our students, attendance, contests, and these kinds of things are going to be tracked using a sheet. So we're planning to prepare those sheets. These are the wins and plans for Rwanda education.
Okay. Thank you, Mike, for the updates on Rwandan education. Next, we have organizational updates, and it will be presented by Emre.
Thank you very much, Nardos. So, team, as you have seen earlier, we welcomed our new core dev members. Indeed, not all of them are located here. We have a few members who accepted our offers from Ethiopia. Dave, where is Dave HR? EOPS, as well as Muligeta, everything is confirmed. One EOP is already started, the other one is starting on Monday. And Muligeta, also Monday. Perfect. So this actually concludes this round of hiring. Any other needs, team needs? Or are we good for some time? Not nice to have, right? Needs. There's a big difference. So thank you very much, everybody who contributed in the interview process, because it's not easy, team. You know, running the whole process, choosing the right people, having the conversations, finalizing all the details. And I'm so grateful. We have great people joined our beautiful mission. Next, as you have seen today, we had a delegation from high school associations of Uganda and Rwanda. In total, they are running thousands of schools. I am not saying thousands of students, thousands of schools, guys. So think about it. If on average there are 500 students in one school, and we are talking about 2,000 schools, what is going to be the multiplication? Million, guys. This reaches to million. So in that regard, this was not a golden, I would say, diamond opportunity. And thanks God, things went well. But next time, please, Team Skillbridge, I want us to pay attention more, because both our presentation and demonstration could have been more impressive, right? And we'll get there in the future. But even today, they are living with very good feelings. Indeed, we found our partner for the pilot in Rwanda, Wisdom Schools. They mentioned they have plenty of schools. They are super keen to start. The founder and vice chairman, the guy who was sitting on the right corner, he texted me on WhatsApp. Let's arrange a visit for next week. Let's get this started. After successful results here, we can expand this to 1,400 private schools in Rwanda, he said. So I hope this would be the beginning of something great. Next, A2SV incorporation in Rwanda. So team, what I have realized, Abdullah, one of our new board members, didn't pass the documents yet. So in that regard, unfortunately, we couldn't make the full application, but everything else is ready. Hopefully, we will get the documents from him and then finish our incorporation in Rwanda early next week. So I had a great visit to Turkish embassy and have a meeting with the trade and military attaches. So the military attaché did his PhD about incubators. That's the connection. Also, my father is a military man, or was a military man. But due to this connection, we are also having great conversations. One of his sons is studying computer science. So we discussed the current state of tech ecosystem in Rwanda, what can be done in the future to make things better. It was a great conversation. Next, A2SV PR planning. So you may have seen me with some people in the restaurant area, especially for dinners. If you have seen, there was a big guy yesterday. So one is a former basketball player, and the other person has started Fashion Week for Addis as well as Kigali. So they are from very different industries. One is in entertainment and the other one is in basketball. But both have lived in UK, other parts of Europe, as well as United States. And they really love our mission. They are well connected and they want to help us in our PR efforts. They want this beautiful mission to be heard by more people so that we can get more support from different countries. So this is going to be the beginning of some more conversations, and there is a decent chance that they can also join us in our gala that is going to take place on 31st of January in London. Next, Dr. Conrad visit. Well, he was the director of CMU Africa. When we planned the visit, he was still the director, but then things changed. So he came as a professor from CMU Pittsburgh. And it was a great visit. I had the chance to meet him in London last year in Financial Times Africa Summit. And there we gave promise to each other. First, I was going to visit him in Kigali, and then he was going to give us a payback visit to Addis Ababa. I did visit him in Kigali. He was about to come to Addis Ababa, but in the last minute, his travel plans had changed back in time. And finally, he had a chance to come, see our team, see our efforts. He was deeply impressed, and he indeed introduced me to Miss Burcu, who is going to be the new director of CMU Africa, and she's from Turkey. We graduated, he finished his master's in the university that I finished my master's as well. And she sent me a beautiful email. I didn't reply yet. Hopefully after this, that reply is going to go. But this is good news. Of course, it's sour news that Dr. Conrad is not going to be in Africa. And next semester is going to be the transition semester. But the new person that is coming also, someone that we can easily relate to, connect with, and do great things together. So in that regard, it was really great to have him here, show him the great team, great projects we have. Hopefully, we are going to do better things in the future together. Next, A2SV London Gala planning. So team, the date is locked. 31st of January, that is a Saturday. I will be there. My ticket is already secured. Andre is going to be there. I guess before I came, he kind of mentioned about this, right? We are very excited because this is going to be the first official gala of A2SV that is going to take place in London. We really hope our alumni, their network, our network are going to show up. More people are going to hear about our beautiful mission, and we are going to get more support in many aspects, including financial support. Next, relocation plans. So we had the conversations with members who were supposed to relocate in December. For some, the plans are done. For some, due to some other reasons, we had to push the dates. But to my knowledge, we had all the conversations. Dave, do you know if there is anybody left? I had the conversation with her. Then we are good. And if any members who are listening to me and, hey, Emre, we didn't have the conversation and I was planning to come in December, please reach out. So when we take a look at the plans, so team, like I have double checked all the documents, everything except Abdullah's documents, our new board member from Qatar. Actually not new, like he joined maybe about 6 months back. Everything else is already there and in the system. Lobby, meeting room, and outside branding work. So the glass issue, which was really pain in the ass. So the guy was supposed to finish everything by November 27th, and still we have some work to do. 2 days ago, we had to go to police station. Yesterday, we had to go to labor inspection. The guy was supposed to come and finish the work yesterday, and no surprise, he didn't. But we are going to find another person. Rather than that, everything else is going well. In terms of launch planning, now that the week is locked, and by next week after incorporation, we want to put the exact date on the calendar as well. We want to do the launch planning team. At every project, there are still things that we want to address. And this time, no more pushes. So everybody, please be aware, especially the leaders. We really need to make our products launch ready by January 10. Not even 15, January 10. Because we know that there may be some things that we have to make touches in the last minute. So in that regard, everybody, please take your responsibility seriously. This is a golden opportunity. Like you have seen the room today. Amir, brother, have you ever seen such a relevant room for Skill Bridge before? Me neither. In the history of Skill Bridge, by the way, not just today. In Ethiopia, we had some attempts to connect with some schools, maybe Miskana, you were also doing that. Brother, you see how difficult it is normally to just get an appointment from a school principal. And when you have the right connections, as you see, it may not even take a lot of efforts. Like maybe it could have taken for us to make those connections 6 months. Having somebody on the ground, knocking the doors of high schools, trying to convince their principals to just give their ears to us. But when things align, when right people bring the right connections, as you see, things can develop. So the launch event is going to be very similar because the person who has
Nargis, you are muted.
Kambon, can you hear me or no?
Now we can hear you, Emre.
Okay, thank you. But I don't know for how long I was muted. Do I have to repeat anything or should I continue? Just a minute? Okay. All right, so that's not a big loss. So you see the screen. All right, so launch planning, as I said, by next week, I want to see from each team what is going to be included by our launch time. Because there are things we want to implement, right? And we cannot implement everything we want to implement by the launch time. Therefore, we need to make prioritization. Each core dev team, please, by next week, let's have clear plans that is going to be starting from next Monday until January 10. So January 10 should be a Saturday. So January 9 effectively, or you can include January 10 as well. And hopefully we are going to execute according to that plan and make these products ready. Not just demonstration ready, but download ready. So we shouldn't have any breakages on our happy pads as well as side pads in our products available in Play Store and App Store. Next, your A2SV education promotion part 2 is pushed to next week because it was supposed to happen this week, but the person who was supposed to arrange everything got a special urgent mission. Therefore, it didn't happen, and we had to push it to next Wednesday. Next, impact report. Hopefully, we are going to be launching it next week as well. And 2024 audit already started. We have some critical meetings. So for people who don't know the context, every year that we generate more than $300,000, we need to go through audit, financial audit, where an independent organization goes through all our records, all our bookkeeping, and they ask questions. And they ask questions about anything that they find odd. And what they do is they look at our spends in the last year, they look at our spends in this year, and if something is up, they ask clarification why this is up. If something is low, they ask questions why this is low. And so far the conversations are going well. Our CPA Heba has been communicating with the audit team. We are working with the same firm, different people, but same firm. So they know our organization, they have the context, and on Monday we are going to have one of those important meetings. And Funda, who has been mentoring our products earlier, is there anybody who knows Funda? Can I see hands? Come on, Miskana, how come you don't know? You must know. At the very least. Huh? Cambon, how about you? Don't you know Funda, brother?
I know.
Then raise your hand. There is a gesture, right? You can.
Yeah.
So there are some people in our organization team who know her. So she is great. You know, she was doing product management by heart for our organization, and she was consistent. Indeed, we weren't as consistent as she was. So we are going to reconnect. She wants to help. She was going through a busy time, and we were also going through a busy time. Therefore, there was a break, right? Maybe in the last 6 months or so, we didn't have those product advisors sessions with Funda. But now we are going to reinitiate this connection. So hopefully starting early next year, because this will be the conversation. I don't think we will directly start. But after the launch, most probably, Funda is going to be back helping our squads to improve our products. So I had several calls this week to secure a physical space for Addis Ababa University education. And there is a glimmer of hope that the education can take place in the university. Because two connections indeed mentioned that they know the president personally, the new president. I think Dr. Samuel, I don't know the name. And hopefully we will hear some good news, because this is currently creating a bottleneck for G7 as well as G6 education in our first partner school, Addis Ababa University. And next, education squad new hires, as we did with Core Dev. Education squad is going to run their interviews next week, and we are going to welcome our new members. Last time I checked with the heads of academy, they were happy with the applications, because some of the brilliant students from G6, they want to be part of the education squad. So the tradition is continued. Some of our best are really interested in helping the next generations. Hopefully, those positions are going to be filled, and we are going to welcome these great people to our squad sometime next week. And last but not least, reinitiation of Andy communication skills sessions. So for people who don't know Andy, he is a person who has been doing casting for Hollywood movies for more than 20 years. And if you see the movies, people that appear in the movies speak better than average people that we see over the street. So he got accepted to Stanford because he speaks beautiful. And for years, He has been teaching more than 20,000 people and improving their English communication skills. Dr. Fitzum, you had a chance to have a few sessions with Andy. So how did it feel? Do you really think that what he is saying can help us to take our communication skills to the next level?
Okay, so I've met Andy for 3 sessions, and now the skills that Andy is teaching is really insightful and maybe I can say life changing through time. So it really helped me through my interview during my radio session. So yeah, it's very helpful.
And Tim, personally, before and the sessions, whenever I had a call with customer services in the US, always, no exception, always, that was part of the conversation that the other person didn't understand me. I had to repeat myself, and sometimes when I was saying something, let's say I am saying about my name, Emre, Emre Varol. This is not English. So even spelling it was such a painful experience. And after the end of sessions, I had some calls that are more than 10 minutes length. And everything I said was understood at once. So in that regard, good can always be better. Some of you may think that, hey, I'm already good. Respect. But communication skills is something, if you can improve it 0.1%, you should go after that improvement team. Because you literally communicate with everybody in your life. You communicate with your parents, your significant other, your colleagues, everybody, even the beggars on the street, you communicate. So the more we improve our communication skills, the better technologists we are going to be. Therefore, I am feeling very happy. I don't know if Andy is going to hear these words, but Andy, we love you. We are happy to hear that you are going to be back. Thank you very much, team. That's it from the organizational end. Any questions or points you want to raise? If not, thank you very much, Nardos.
Okay, thank you, Emery, for the updates on the organization. So next, we're going to move to the core dev updates, and first we have rated, and it will be presented by Ashanafi.
Okay, thank you, Nordus. I am Ashanafi. I am mobile developer at Reuters. I will represent this week weekly wins and next week plan. Let's start from wins. We are indexing restaurant registration. We will try to increase the data quality of our data. For the next one, we add 7 languages to our app, our mobile app. Currently, our apps support 50 languages that speak around the world and Africa. And we finalize the fourth round feedback on a mobile. And we finalize this. I'm audible, guys. Okay, nice.
Sorry,
We fin-
Ashanafi. Dr. Andre, can you please mute yourself? Thank you. Continue, Ashanafi.
Okay, thank you, Nordus. We finalize the script and start injecting restaurant from a backend site. And we finalize the implementation of currency exchange feature on the website. And we still in progress in by page generation for menu items on the website. For the plan for the next week plan, we have a plan to implement the currency exchange on the mobile site. And we have a plan to deploy our Rated app on both App Store and Play Store. And we have a plan from the backend. We translate our database information into 50 languages. And we will have also a plan to review session with Ember. From the web, we have a plan to finalize page generation for email items. If you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, thank you.
Okay. There are no questions, Ashanafi here. So thank you so much for the updates on Rated. Next, we have Escalate updates, and it will be presented by Joshua.
So I'm going to be presenting the wins and plans for Escalate. So this week we had a full team at Escalate. We have a backend engineer and we have a mobile engineer at Escalate. So we commenced, we continued work on Escalate because we have a full team now. And also we had a meeting with Ebre about the products Escalate to the new team member, what's the product about, the business model, stuff like that. And also we also progressed with the technical products. We had mobile application for Escalate. So we worked on it. We also had the back end and we worked on it also. The front end, we also worked on it. So that's our win for this week. And for next week, what do we plan to do? We plan to fix some bugs on the mobile as well as the backend code. Yeah, so, and also we plan to continue with our social media posts with the help of our social media manager, Nodus. Yeah, so that's the plan we have for next week. Thank you. Do you have any question? Yes, if you ask your question. If there's no question, we can move ahead.
Thank you, Joshua, for the updates on Escalate. Next, we have Time, and the updates will be presented by Barakat.
Hello everyone, my name is Barakat and I will be giving the updates for time, both the wins and the upcoming plans. So for the wins, we deployed the web app to GCP. Next, we also had a time mobile review that was our plan for this week, but due to unforeseen circumstances, it was scheduled for next week. Next is we deploy the new web app on the new
Sorry,
drone.
Barakat, can you turn on your camera?
Okay.
Thank you. And everyone else, please, when you present, turn on your cameras.
Okay. Should I continue?
Yes, yes.
Okay. As I was just saying, we deployed the new web app on the new domain called dime.gold. And we also finalized the transaction page integration for both web app and mobile app. And we also we also completed the notification feature for both the web and mobile app. And finally, we address and fix the comments made on the web app review that was made last week, and we finally completed that one. This was all the wins. So for the upcoming plans, we plan to have a mobile app review that was rescheduled for next week. We'll also be having a finalized the integration between the deployed landing page and the live web application. And we'll also be addressing the comments from the review meeting that will be made for the next week for the mobile app. And we'll also add a notification trigger for transaction updates in the payment section. And finally, we finalize the recipient page integration for web app and mobile app. So this was all the updates for the time thing. If you have any questions, you can ask. If not, we can move on.
Okay. Thank you, Barakat, for the updates on time. We can move to the next part of core days, which is adult, and the updates will be presented by Dr. Fitzum.
Thank you, Nardos. I'll continue with adult weekly wins. So our first win is we onboarded our new team member as we are far from our HR. So we are having Mulugeta as a backend developer remote. So we are having a new energy, and thank you for that. So our next win is we had a social media post regarding AI in maternal health. So we had a beautiful design thanks to social media team. And our third win is we contacted Watch AI. So this is an organization which reached us out through LinkedIn. So they like our product, so they asked for collaboration and working together. So we have contacted Watch AI through email.
Our next win is we have submitted Allianz Innovation Challenge application. So this is an application which supports startups and user-led organizations. So we have submitted the, the application, and we had a nice video thanks to Mariam and social media team again. So we have submitted Allianz Innovation Challenge application this week. The next one, we have updated feature cards on the landing page. So there were many updates going on the landing page. So we have updated the features. The next one, we have implemented a report UI on the patient-doctor chat. So previously, there was no option to report any issues. So we have implemented that. We have added search functionality to the material page. And we have integrated file attachment feature from the backend side. So now the doctor and patient can exchange different files and images. So we have integrated the file attachment feature. So we are going to meet Dr. Sefani Iradikunda. So he's a medical doctor from Rwanda. He's an emergency and critical medicine resident. He's founder and CEO of MediConnect, which shares our mission. So we are going to meet him. We're going to contact him next week. So our next plan for the next week is to integrate the voice chat feature. So we don't have the voice chat feature previously, so we are going to integrate it. And our next plan is to contact Rwanda Biomedical Center. So we are going to research about Rwanda Biomedical Center, and we are going to reach them out for possible support and collaboration. Our next plan is to refine the UI design for the measurement and vital section. So we had a good design made by our designers group, and where we have some comments on that. We plan to refine some of the designs from the section next week. So we are going to continue making the social media posts. We already have 2 or 3 contests to be posted. So possibly next week we are going to continue with posting the regular social media posts. And there are different updates and feedbacks which are given for the mother app as well as the doctor app. We are going to continue addressing them. We are going to continue to search for available grants and proceed with application that's just like that we did for the Allianz application. And our next plan is to review the dashboard. So thank you. If you have any questions, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Fitul, for the updates on adults. Next, we have Akil, and it will be presented by Yusuf.
Okay, thank you, Nardos. So my name is Yosef. I am a web developer in Akil. So I'm going to present you our weekly wins and plans for the next week. Starting from the weekly wins, we have updated Akil. The first one is we have updated Akil to include new language, Turkish language support, and also we have revised the language content of the other languages that we have. This has been successful mainly by especially using the new Google Gemini model to update most languages to the current context, the current way of translations and other stuff like that. So we are very happy to add yet another language to our platform, and we are very excited about that. And the second one is we have updated the resume score to include the university rankings so that it can search on when an applicant applies, it will search on the university rank of that applicant or the degree of the university in which the applicant has been studied, and if it's possible and if it's available online, it will give it appropriate score, also which includes also the rank of the university, which will be very helpful for better filtering and better scoring for our organizations so that they can sort out the best fit candidates for their job. And the other one is we have improved the staff invitation edge cases. So we have added those edge cases so that users can clearly communicate with the issues happening when they invite another staffs or organization representatives. And also we have fixed the issues with the edit opportunity. So it had some issues, and we have fixed it, and now it's available so that organization can edit their opportunity whenever time they want. The other one is we have updated and enhanced the pitch deck for the upcoming rehearsal, and so we have planned it. We have the plan was it was supposed to be, it's gonna happen during this week or the next week. So we have updated that, but also when the launch time comes, we can also revisit it and add more feedbacks and improve it so that it can fit our launch rehearsals and it can fit our product launch. Um, Moving on to the other ones, we have fixed the sorting and pagination issues on the applicant list on the backend. So there's a little web issue that has been missing from that to make it complete. So we're gonna fix that during the weekends, and it's gonna be available. Is gonna be deployed really soon. And also we have updated the onboardings. We have implemented the applicant onboarding page sign up so that we can gather more information on the applicant when they register. And the other ones, we have changed the right side of stats card on our organization. We have improved the stats, the way we show the stats to include a more better informations and the more accurate information for that organization, including the list of closed opportunities, complete opportunities, and open opportunities. So we are on the testing phase of that, and after we done testing, we're gonna deploy it. And also we have also added some new contents on our landing page. So we have added an about section, frequently asked question sections, and call to action sections, as well as also we are in the process of adding a testimonial section, but we are in the process of collecting the real testimony so that it can be visible on our landing page. We have not deployed the testimonial part, but we have deployed the frequently asked questions in the about sections so that it's available on our landing page. And finally, we have implemented the AI resume analyzer within the opportunity page for our mobile, and it will be deployed really soon, and it will be available also in our mobiles on both or in both on our in our both Android and iOS, Android and iOS also. So these are our wins. Our plans for the next week include the first of all is rearranging our plans with the new deadline, with the new A2SV launch deadline, so that we can choose so that we're gonna sort out the urgent issues that we have to implement, that we have to fix, and the better features that if we added them during the time that we have until the launch, it will make our platform present better and appear better. So we're gonna rearrange that. We're gonna edit those feedbacks and start working on those features and feedbacks accordingly. And also, we're going to finish the implementing the AI resume match score on the summary of eligibility. This was supposed to be, this was originally planned for this week, but since we had some urgent issues coming up, that came up, we have decided to push it to the next week so that we're going to implement it and it will be available to use for our users. And also we're going to fix our sorting and pagination issues real quick so that it can be easier for the organizations and for the job creators to navigate their applicants. And also we're going to implement the location-based filter and the opportunity seeker profile, and also the resume editing feature that is going to be very crucial for all our AI features and other features that we're going to have. And also we're going to also post jobs on Akils. We are planning to reach out to multiple organizations so that they can post their jobs in our platforms, and also so that they can hire using us, using Akil. So we are planning to do that. And also we're going to finish working with the pitch deck end. Also, we're going to finish deploying the latest versions on all platforms. So these are our weekly wins and plans. If anybody have questions, you're welcome to ask.
Okay. Thank you, Yosef. I think there are no questions. We can move to the next part, which is Skill Bridge, and it will be presented by Joe.
Thank you, Nardos. I think I'm going to present weekly wins for Skill Bridge this week. And the wins we have, we managed to deploy both the Android and iOS latest version, the app. Second, we present the demo to the guests. Actually, as you know, we had guests from Uganda and Rwanda, teachers. So the team managed to present the demo we have. And then we also add some icons for the chapter in the create quiz parts. We also finalized the mock exam features, I mean for Rwanda. And then we work on the Rwanda contest. We started it, but we haven't managed to finish it yet, but hopefully next week. Next, we fixed the Google sign in and sign up validation issue. We also populate some mock exams, and we also managed to mandate user to update the app. Actually, it hasn't done it yet. Also we push it for next week. For next week plans, we are planning to finalize with Rwanda contest features. We also planning to finalize with mandating users to update the app to see the working functionalities. Actually, we're also planning to add navigation for the Rwanda contest. Actually, that's for the web. And then we're also planning to update the admin dashboard, same as the web. We're also planning to work on the learning path features for Rwanda, and then also continue our weekly contest. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh, for the updates on SkillBridge. Next, we have AfroChat, and it will be presented by Mintasnot.
Okay, hi guys. I'm Desmond from AfroChat. I'm going to present the wins and plans we have for this week. So first, we have integrated real-time chat streaming. We are able to complete the real-time chat streaming, which is we have been working on to make our application interactive and to reduce the response waiting time. So we are able to complete this one. The second one is we have published the social media post, which is about Rwandan personas. So we have posted it. I think it is today. So please, guys, engage on our post. So the next one is we added audio models. So so that our customers, our users can interact by using their voices, by recording their voices and uploading different audio files from their devices. The next one is we integrated guest option feature. So now our users can use our application without signing up, like with limited features. The next one is we have increased maximum token size for the requests and responses for some of our models. The next one is we have removed the duplicated AI models, focusing on there were some duplicated AI models, so we have removed some of them to focus on the best performer models. And the next one are the tasks we couldn't manage this week, which are we didn't deploy the current status of our application. The another one is the task we have started this weekend. We didn't complete this voice to voice endpoint, and also we couldn't manage to deploy the wave update. So the plans we have for next week are um, we uh, we have planned to deploy our application to App Store and Play Store, and we planned to continue on voice to voice endpoint, and also we have another social media post for next week. The next one is we planned to deploy our current update of the web version, and the last one is we planned to review new features that are added. So yeah, these are our wins and plans for this we have for this week. If you have any question.
Okay, thank you, Minty, for the updates on AfroChat. Next, we have PrepRo, and it will be presented by Salome.
Right. So how are you guys? I will be presenting for Prep team. So this week, we were able to start implementing the web designs. So this week we tried to finish implementing the authentication part and integrate it with the backend. On the backend side, we have set up staging and testing environments for deployments. And also good news, we have welcomed our new mobile developer, A2SV, who started working on the mobile designs as well. So for the next week, we plan to continue implementing the web designs and also hope to finalize the mobile designs and also set up a CI/CD pipelines for deployment. You guys have any question, you can write that.
Okay. There are no questions, Salome. Thank you so much for the updates on PREPRO. Next, we have IMCI, and it will be presented by Abikia.
Hello everyone. On this week's wins, we started the web implementation and we completed the dashboard and navigation for the health professionals. We also built the assessment and classification flows. We designed the patient records and follow-up pages. We've also finalized the monthly records analytics. And on the next week's plans, we're going to be working on the admin and super admin pages. We're also going to be improving the UI consistency across the entire web. And we're going to be cleaning up the design and having some review. And after working on those review comments, we'll start implementation by the end of the week or the next week. If you guys have any questions, please ask.
Okay, thank you, Abigail, for the updates on IMCI. There are no questions. So we've come to the conclusive remarks and cut of the week part of our weekly meetings. Conclusive remarks and cut of the week will be given by Dr. Andre. You can continue, Doctor.
Okay. All right. Our quote of the day: intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. So, as you know, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a very prominent and wise man from the US, and he was very accomplished. But one thing that beyond his accomplishments and his intelligence and degrees is that he had true character. He stood in the face of adversity. He stood in the face of dissent and even violence. And he used that to continue to become more educated so that he could have a voice on the national and even the international stage. So sometimes we have to go beyond just what's on paper and in books and what we read, and we have to combine that with our true character. Are we people of integrity? Are we people of honesty? Are we people of hard work? So my challenge to you is that combine your knowledge and also be a person of good character, so that if you're ever faced with someone who doubts you or who wants to challenge you, you can say that I combine these two things, just like this great man of history, and I put those two things together to create something that will stand throughout history. And that is the quote of the day.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Andre, for the quote of the day and the conclusive remark. And thank you everyone who's joined us remotely and in person. This was it for the weekly meetings. Happy weekends.